We are going to be going over Mark Twain's short story titled The Celebrated Jumping Frog of Calaveras County. And during this lesson, we will be talking about new vocabulary, and we'll also be working in groups. During the instructional lesson, anticipatory set during this lesson, we're going to have the title and the author located on the smart board in the classroom. And we're going to also have the 4 new vocabulary words that we're going to learn from the short story. Conjecture, dilapidated, countenance, and interminable. And some examples of how to use that would be, if you were unfamiliar with the vocabulary and we're going to be looking it up, would be an example would be like Jesse James is known in history books as the infamous outlaw of the West. And in this sentence, infamous means well known for some bad quality or deed, but if we did not have the definition in front of us, we could read that, and if we had some prior knowledge about Jesse James, we might know that that probably would not be a positive way to use that term, or that term would not be a positive or have a positive meaning. During that, we'll have a few examples up, and I'll ask you to go ahead and write what you think the definition to each word is by looking at it, or maybe you already know or have some information on it. We'll also look through the story and see if we can come up with a meaning beforehand before using a dictionary app to look it up. Down here on the introduction or introduce and model new knowledge, we're going to use multiple means of representation during this. So you're going to be hearing the story verbally. We have a recording of it. Also, you will be given a hard copy so that you can revisit the story if needed, and also you'll also have a visual and a concrete in your hand. That way you can use that as a reference as well. I'm also going to be giving out note-taking forms. That way you can organize your thoughts, and we will stop throughout the story for you to be able to take notes. During guided practice, you'll bring out your vocabulary and definitions, and you're going to work in groups, and you will also be given the vocabulary words again. This time you're going to look up the actual definition of each term, and you're going to reflect on your predictions as a group. You'll share those, and we're going to see if you were able to make some sense of the meaning during the story of the new vocabulary term in comparison to the definition itself. Independent practice will be you're going to give me what you think your take of the short story is about. So you're just going to have to summarize what you think the story itself, what the overall general sense of the story was to you. You're going to write that down. Just a short couple of paragraphs, and you're going to be handing that in. I went ahead and included information for the perfect paragraph. That way we write our paragraphs so that they're easily read and that all your thoughts are put out on your paper for me to see that you what you have learned from the story or what you got from the story. During the wrap-up portion, you're going to go ahead and get out your predictions again, and we're going to then prompt questions during a group discussion. What did you expect the story to be about before, just based on the title and the cover? And then you're also going to be telling me what you thought the focus of the story was going to be about, and then we'll talk about the actual story itself. During the assessment portion, you're going to pick a term. You're going to give me the meaning of that, and you're going to put that in a sentence. And also, I want you to write what you feel the moral of the story is. This isn't necessarily a right or wrong answer, but it does have to have some relevance give some relevance to the meaning of the story itself, but you can use your own words to write down what you think the moral of the story will be.